first. Yes, the wind speed has helped us, but are we helping ourselves? Are our policymakers doing anything to ensure that the nature's help is utilized in any way to have a long-term plan?
See, when I'm talking to you, the AQL level is 370 right now. It's under the hazardous stage, still one. Yes, it has come down slightly. The reason, two reasons today. One, today it was Sunday. So because of the offices were closed, so vehicle emission, which is one of the biggest cause of pollution in Delhi, one of the biggest cause, people were not moving out of their places for the workplaces today. And also the wind also flowing direction. So it has come down slightly, but still in a hazardous condition. But unfortunately, our part-time chief minister, when I call a part-time chief minister, the reason is he has a time for everything. He has a time for political tourism. He has a time for Himachal. He has time for Gujarat. He has time for every other state, but not for Delhi. My chief minister, when I require him the most, because we are living in the gas chamber today, and my chief minister is not around. He's not taking any steps to curb the pollution. He has spent a lot of money on the advertisements. He said last year, Parali is one of the major constituents from Punjab. Is one of the causes of pollution in Delhi. Now he's not talking about that. He's asking sorry that I'm not able to fulfill my promises. Give me some time. The same happened. What happened in Yamuna also. Year after year, तारीख पे तारीख मिल रही है. So this is the kind of a cheapness what we have.
Okay,
we need
Siddharth Sharma. Right. Siddharth Sharma, come in on that. I mean, yes, we realize that, you can't restrict trucks for long because movement of goods and services have to be allowed. We do realize that people who have diesel vehicles will be inconvenienced. But what is the big picture? What is the long-term plan that your government has? How long will we continue to be dependent on the mercy of nature and not have any long-term policy to save us from being a gas chamber?
Arunima, first of all, two chief ministers of Punjab as well as Delhi have taken their share of responsibility just recently, and that is something refreshing as well as very responsible. That is sensitive governance from two chief ministers. Because why has this happened? Because since people are suffering, they really don't care who is in the government as far as they get fresh air to breathe. Now, this issue of pollution is not just contained to Punjab or Haryana or Delhi. The latest AQI, since Mr. Harish Khurana ji quoted AQI, I am showing the AQI. This is the latest AQI of India just 20 minutes ago. And this says that Khemkaran in Rajasthan or Purnia in extreme east of India and Meerut in Uttar Pradesh are more polluted than Delhi.
Mr. Sharma, is that an answer? Will we say that somebody else is more polluted? Therefore, we should not be concerned about the health of our children here.
Arunima, can I complete? I started off with a mea culpa, so you have to let me complete.
No, please answer this. I mean, because you're pointing out, no, Mr. Sharma, because you're pointing out that the AQI situation in Rajasthan and Bihar are so worse, please tell me, should I go and tell my coughing child this, that you should stop coughing because AQI in other parts of the country is bad?
I don't think I said that, and neither can you put words in my mouth. And unless I am able to finish off my sentence, you cannot judge me, right? You just have to give me 20-30 seconds to complete. So that shows, because the question you asked, there is a context to what I am saying. The very specific question you asked, how do you solve this? And that is the main critical and the most central point. You can solve it only through a collective effort from all North Indian states, including Mr. Nitish Kumar, including Mr. Adityanath, including Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, including Mr. Ashok Gehlot, including Mr. M.L. Khattar, including Mr. Bhagwant Mann. The problem is, two chief ministers have taken responsibility and the BJP is shying away from responsibility. Forget about Morbi. They are not even ready to take responsibility for the 3 Kude ke Pahad, the landfill sites in Delhi which are burning 24 hours. Is the BJP ready to say that yes, MCD is under me and we are going to stop those landfill burnings? No. So the point here is there is nothing to gain from a blame game. You have to sit together, and since this is an interstate issue, now the central government, we are coming up with folded hands. We are asking the central government that You have to take initiative here. This is nothing to blame game about.
Okay.
Purnia, because we are
Sharma?
not having an elitist debate.
Right.
Arunima, you are...
Can I
Mr. Khurana and Mr. Sharma, will you give me a moment? Will both Mr. Sharma and Mr. Khurana give me a moment? Because what you're saying is that landfill sites and burning landfill sites are also adding to the pollution problem. But from what we know, the farm fires are the biggest contributor. And I would want to ask you, give me a moment, Mr. Sharma, give me a moment. But before I come back to you, Kavita Ashok, this thing about collective responsibility that Aam Aadmi Party is talking about, that they are pointing out that in the entire northern part of the country, which is correct, the entire northern part of the country is facing this problem. But as governance in charge of the national capital, can the Aam Aadmi Party government actually not do anything? Are their hands actually that tied as they make it sound? Is it possible to plant grass, for example, on all the barren areas on a roadside to prevent dust particles from floating? One of the things perhaps that they can do anything, or are they actually as helpless as the Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson is making it sound?
Excellent question. I think that if a party does not work the complete year, throughout the year, for air pollution, for which it is already collecting a green tax, if they are not putting the money in the right direction, taking the right steps, besides their closed door meetings, whatever is happening indoors, we don't know, because whatever is being implemented on the ground, the Delhi citizen is bothered about what is coming to him. What is coming to us? Toxic air, poisonous, particular matter. We can't breathe. Our children are in hospital. Me, myself, have a bad throat and coughing. People like us who've been fighting throughout the year that do something for air pollution. So I think their hands are tied now very badly because it didn't work. If they had worked the complete year, I don't think their hands would have been tied. And the SOS measures that they're taking, like close the schools, work from home, odd even, whatever solutions Aam Aadmi Party or whichever the state government is taking now, I don't think that's a long-term solution. Throughout the year, you have to formulate your policies. You have to put in that effort and money and administration and implementation of whatever policies are happening. You can't come 2 days after Diwali or before Diwali and say, "Ab sab dhuan ho raha hai, everything is toxic, shut the city down." Right. It's a very, very wrong move to stop the trucks from coming in. I know, because it's going to affect the economy of the city. Inflate the prices are going to get inflated.
Totally. But Siddharth Sharma, let me take it forward from what Kavita Ashok is saying. I mean, you are one party who asks the citizens to select who your chief minister should be. We saw that example in Punjab. We saw that example in Gujarat. You repose so much of trust and faith in the Janta. Why not repose that same faith and release the minutes of the meeting as to how have you utilized the green tax that you have collected over the last couple of years, or maybe 3 years or 4 years? Tell us what is it that you have done, and then tell us that our hands are tied. We don't even know what exactly is being done to reduce the farm fires, to reduce the vehicular pollution, to reduce the gas chamber that Delhi has become.
I want to add in that green tax started in 2015.
Right. Siddharth Sharma?
Yeah. As they say, we trust in God, but as for the rest, there is data. Data very clearly says that compared to 2019, as of today, the same day compared between 2019 to 2022, the pollution level in Delhi has come down. But is it enough for fresh air? Absolutely no. I'd like to ask Kavita ma'am as well as Harish Khurana ji that as far as Delhi is concerned, the Delhi government came up with a Lal Batti on, Gadi off campaign. The central government has still not approved it. Isn't it creating a hurdle in people? Whereas the same central government is not speaking about anything about the 3 huge mountains of landfills that are burning 24/7 in Delhi.
Okay, would you let
Isn't
the
it
two
also
answer?
somebody's responsibility?
That's
why I started my opening statement without blaming anyone.
Okay, you've asked a question. Should we let them
Kavita
answer?
Ashok ma'am,
Harish
who is an
Khurana first, and then
environmental would
Kavita
know
Ashok.
very well that this problem doesn't have a solution with either Delhi or Mr. Yogi Adityanath singularly. It has to be a collective effort.
All right. Mr. Siddharth Sharma, you've asked a specific question. Let's give them a chance to answer. Let's start with Harish Khurana.